Jesus Christ. Sunday football afternoon, and here I am stuck cleaning out the garage like a bitch. Whatever. I am a Jets fan. Probably better off that I'm in here than in front of the TV. Let's see. Wife wants me to get rid of some of my junk to make room. Typical, right? But junk? This stuff isn't junk. Come on, man. Meh. Do you really need 2 Sega Dreamcasts in storage with a VGA upscaler? Are you ever going to get rid of those containers filled with Nintendo Power magazines that you're ever going to read? Is she serious? This stuff is paper gold. Ugh, get rid of your goalie gear. When are you ever going to play? Well, I mean, I guess she's right, but who knows? Maybe I'll make my NHL debut in my 40s like Jean-Claude Van Damme in the movie Sudden Death. But I can't get rid of these things. I have too many fond memories of playing hockey as a kid. Oh well, I guess I can do the closest thing to reliving my early hockey days. Playing an old school hockey video game. Let's see here. Ah, yes. Perfect. The arcade classic, Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey. What's that? You never played this game before? Shit, man. You are missing out. Take me back to 1996, my man. God, that was a magical year. Amazing blockbuster movies like Twister and Independence Day. Bulls winning 72 games and taking the chip. Tickle Me Elmo causing riots in stores. The launch of the Google search engine, which became the universal How Do I Spell This Word website. And of course, the launch of the N64. Yes, 1996 was a solid year. Back when sports games were allowed to be fun and over the top. Competing against the Sega Saturn and the powerhouse PS1, the main focus for the N64 that set this console apart from its competition was the quality over quantity library of amazing first-party titles, and of course, the revolutionary 4-player multiplayer. Now, not many people know this, but the first ever 4-player game on the N64 was actually this game, N64's first sports title, Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey. Honestly, it was a genius move by Nintendo in my opinion. What better game to pick to utilize the 4-player feature than an awesome arcade-style hockey game? Now, if you don't know who Wayne Gretzky is, I'm at a loss for words. This dude was the definition of dominant, easily on the Mount Rushmore of the all-time greats, and without a doubt, the greatest hockey player that ever lived. This guy even had a cameo in the Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh, who is the babe?
Who the heck is that?
Wayne Gretzky? On steroids?
Now, you're probably wondering why I thought picking a hockey game was a genius move by Nintendo to use the 4-player feature. Say what you will about them, but sports games are usually the backbone of every kid's current generation gaming library. I mean, think about it. Every console you've ever owned, you are usually focusing on 1 or 2 major games at a time while taking a break from it by playing your go-to 3 to 4 sports games from each major sport. No matter how many times you played these sports games with friends, they never got old. Wanted to kill 30 minutes before you went out? Yeah, I don't think I'm playing Final Fantasy VII, my man. A quick sports game it is. And in my opinion, the best sports video games out there? Hockey. So picking this as the first 4-player experience was a solid move in my opinion. At launch, this game cost $75. Yes, $75 in 1996. As of the timing of this video, 29 years later, that's equivalent to $153 in today's money. Imagine paying $150 for a sports launch title. Give me a break, man. But it's different times now. Back then, that was standard for the gaming industry. But if you owned an N64 in 1996, this game was totally worth the $75, because not only is this game insanely fun, it's unique enough to not be labeled as a regular sports game. And let me explain. Unfortunately, a lot of these older sports games that focused on simulation have aged to the point of almost becoming obsolete aside from nostalgia. I mean, why play NHL 97 on the Sega Saturn when you can play NHL 99 on the N64? I mean, I guess you can talk about the controllers, but this isn't really the case for arcade-style games like these. These games have specific uniqueness to them that make them collectible and highly playable all these years later. And that's where Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey shines. Its over-the-top arcade-style play has aged like a fine wine. 30 years later, this game is still a must-own for any N64 collector. Besides, how awesome is it to play as players from the 90s? Gretzky on the Rangers, Brodeur on the Devils. Even if this game got remade today, these players would not be in that game. In regards to the gameplay that I just mentioned, this game is an absolute punch in the face for fans of simulation hockey fans. I mean, look at this. It's like NFL Blitz on ice. Looking for your goalie to have a shutout? Yeah. Good luck, dude. Doesn't matter who's in net. Marty Brodeur, Patrick Waugh, Dominic Hasek, your drunk uncle who rips butts at your birthday party and talking shit. All of these guys are slices of Swiss cheese with leg pads on. This game is all about offense. Your goalie is there mainly just to pass the puck to your players and stop easy blue liner shots. Better get used to seeing your goalie doing this, because he's going to let up about 9 goals a game. The controls are somewhat basic, but it will take a few games to get used to with the N64 controller, but once you get the hang of it, it's smooth hockey sailing. Oh, look at that! Published by Midway. You think you're getting NHL 99 here? I don't think so. Riding on the coattails of its 16-bit predecessor's addicting arcade gameplay, Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey stuck out amongst 5th-generation sports titles with this style of gameplay. Now, in regards to 16-bit sports titles, NHL 94 is still my favorite hockey game to this day, but I still love playing Wayne Gretzky's 16-bit entry from time to time because of its awesome, unique arcade gameplay. As I mentioned before, this game is the complete opposite of the hockey simulation gameplay seen in Electronic Arts' NHL series. Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey features an arcade-style 3-on-3 gameplay with moves such as power saves, which causes the goaltender to turn into a brick wall, power shots, which knock the goalie back like Fulton Reed did in the Mighty Ducks movies, and power checks, which leads to an ambulance showing up on the screen just like Madden 92 on the Sega Genesis. Every game is going to be a high-scoring affair. But again, that's what makes this game so goddamn good. And the cherry on top, it's even got a season mode and tracks your stats, and the ability to create a player just adds to its replayability. The game makes a pathetic attempt to give you a simulation mode with a bigger rink and the option to have a 5-on-5 instead of a 3-on-3. But make no mistake about it, the bread and butter of this game is the 3-on-3 mode, especially when you're playing with 3 of your buddies. Now, the multiplayer mode is obviously the way to go with this game, but the game is still fun as hell against the computer when you're playing by yourself. And fortunately, the developers added multiple levels of difficulty to appease all levels of skills. If you're familiar with the NHL Hit series, which is awesome by the way, which was Midway's answer to NFL Blitz and NBA Jam for hockey, you'll probably see that this game is actually almost the precursor to that series. Again, Midway. Take a look for yourself. This game's default camera setting is similar to games such as Hit the Ice and the legendary NHL's 2-on-2 Open Ice, which is an amazing PS1 port. I highly recommend checking it out. But move the camera angle to this view, and you're pretty much playing a 5th-generation NHL Hits game with slightly less over-the-top gameplay. Yes, it's that good. Overall, this game is a 5th-generation sports classic and still a must-play to this day. I feel like this game doesn't get enough love, but the people who grew up with this still hold it in high regard. With high-end clone consoles still being made and improving over time, collecting physical games still remains an awesome contemporary hobby. Pick this game up for your collection. You won't be disappointed. I know I still play it, and it's awesome even to this day.
Here's the draw. 3, 2, 1, go! And here's the faceoff. We're headed to overtime. Here's the draw. It's a blast. Deflected. 9. Looking to score. No good. 7, 6, 5, 4. There's the steal. 2, 1. The shot. Incredible. That's the end of the game. The Flames, 11. The Blues, 10.